Greetings, my predecessors. I have used part of my allotted sleeping hours to transmit this message back in time to warn you of the coming future. I have managed to hide away movies and other media from your time, in which I've seen the level of freedom you have that has now become a mere fantasy. Incrementally, your freedom, your democratic involvement in public policy, your rights as a human being, are being stripped away. It was common among you to complain about not being represented within the federal government in your country. Now, the government which was once a nation, is merely provincial in power, the people of which have even less say, as all power rests in a world government. With all power centralized, we are hopeless to change anything that affects us. The previous nations of the world made agreements with each other without involving their citizenry in making them, agreements they became bound to. Your leaders are selling you out for their own minuscule gain. Any society is only as democratic as the degree to which its citizens hold its leaders and institutions accountable to ensure they represent the will of the people. No one will look out for you and make sure you always have your rights and freedoms. You need to demand these rights, protect them at all costs. Trust me, without freedom, being safe and secure is worthless. My people lost everything through passive acceptance, from being apathetic to the political world that decided our fate for us. I beg you to stand up for what is right, to talk to others, and gather and make real change in the world, before the individual is lost to a mechanical, heartless society. Do not allow yourselves to be divided and pitted against one another over petty differences. We as human beings are far more similar than different. We all just want to live free and happy lives. The common man never benefits from war, yet he is always the one who dies from it. The government will tell you that the terrorists hate your freedom. And their solution seems to be taking your freedom away, so that the terrorists will lose interest. You are being led by the least among you. The least intelligent, the least noble, the least visionary. You need to fight back against the dehumanizing values being handed down to you as control icons. One of the penalties for refusing to get involved politically is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. You need to reclaim your mind and get it out of the hands of the cultural engineers who want to turn you into a half-baked moron consuming all this trash that is being manufactured out of the bones of a dying world. Empower your own personal experience, nurture your imagination, and help make this world into something great. People even at your present time have all the resources, the technological power, the engineering skills, to save the planet, to cure disease, to feed the hungry, to end war, to turn the planet into a living paradise. You only need to band together against tyranny, against those who want power over others, who want to have more than they can ever use, and then just piss it all away in the face of those lacking even basic necessities. Stop drinking fluoride. It is neurotoxic, lowering your IQ, deteriorates your bones, weakens your thyroid gland, causing obesity. It is a waste product from the aluminum and steel industry. It does not prevent tooth decay, but rather weakens the structural integrity of your teeth. Fluoride was first used in the Nazi concentration camps to make people more passive and docile. Organize people to stop the practice of dumping this industrial waste product into your water supply, which also contaminates many other beverages and processed foods this water is used in. Find out what Codex Alimentarius is, and stop it, before it ruins your health, and that of everyone you know. It is a control mechanism to guarantee profits and market dominance for the pharmaceutical and biotech industries. Genetically modified foods, or GMOs, have been shown to cause all kinds of health problems. Do not eat them, and do whatever you can to force products containing them to be labeled as such. Find out how your money system really works. Our financial world is controlled by people who were not elected democratically. They are only looking out for their own interests, and the interests of the global elite who appointed them. Money is based on debt. It is created out of thin air, and then loaned out to you. Then you slave away doing things you hate, just to get a small amount of it, trapped in a perpetual debt cycle. How much an hour of your life is worth, is based on the supply and demand of human labor and skills. Technological progress has eliminated many human jobs, but rather than let this progress benefit all of humanity, it has forced those who don't control the wealth to compete for an ever-shrinking job market. That's right, human beings are being treated like any other commodity, and right now, supply is much higher than demand. Thus in our system, you are seen as disposable by the global elite. Because money runs the world, those who have it can pay for the political campaigns of those politicians, who will further their goals for more and more wealth into the hands of the few. Democracy is dead. Major changes needed to distribute political power back into the hands of the people. My time is running out, please heed my advice. Say no to the North American Union, say no to the New World Order. Use critical thinking. Just because someone is selling a lie does not mean you have to buy it. Investigate, even what I have told you, the truth is out there. Knowledge is power, inform yourself and spread the good word. Let my present never be your future.